MCDHH, Massachusetts Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. MCDHH, Summary of Hands-Free Law, HB 4203. Josh Mendelson, Deputy General Counsel, MCDHH. Edgar Herrera, Business Manager, MCDHH. Background: city traffic moving near Boston Common. Josh and Edgar walk toward the camera. Indistinct conversation as they reach the crosswalk, then they stop and turn toward each other.
Well, I need to get going. I'm in a rush to get home, but I'll FaceTime you from my car to talk about this work project. Okay?
Oh, wait. Did you know that Governor Baker recently signed a new bill? It's House Bill 4203, and he signed it last fall. The act requires hands-free use of mobile devices while driving. Did you know about this new law?
Really? No. But what has that got to do with me?
Oh, I'd be happy to explain what it means. Under the new law, drivers of a motor vehicle cannot use their electronic device, like a cell phone, while they are driving unless it is in hands-free mode. With the phone in hands-free mode, the driver can only use it for verbal communication or for listening to audio input without touching or holding the device.
Oh, okay. Well, I sign with my phone mounted and don't touch the screen. Is that still okay?
Ah, I see what you mean. But no, the law says that drivers are allowed to perform a single tap or swipe only to activate or deactivate hands-free mode. Additionally, drivers cannot read text or view pictures or video while they're driving. It is not permissible. However, there is one exception, and that is for drivers to be able to view a map through their navigation system or through an app. That is the one exception. However, the device must be mounted on the dashboard or in the center console or affixed to the windshield. Wherever it is mounted, it must not block the driver's view or interfere with the operation of the vehicle. Viewing maps through the navigation system is the only exception.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Suppose traffic is really slow. Or I'm stopped at a red light. Can I go ahead and have a conversation then? That shouldn't be a problem, right?
Well, unfortunately, the law states that drivers must stop and they must also pull over. They cannot be in active lanes of travel. It means that you cannot touch your phone even while you're stopped at a red light or you're stuck in heavy traffic. Even if you feel you can use your phone discreetly, it is still not permissible. Drivers must pull over and stop their vehicles out of active lanes of travel.
Oh, I see. I'm really concerned about the requirements under this law. Suppose I'm in an emergency situation. What should I do?
If you're in an emergency situation, the law states that drivers can present evidence in their defense that their use of an electronic device was in response to an emergency. There are 4 types of situations when phone use is allowed. If your car breaks down, if you need medical attention, you are allowed to call for help. Also, if you witness a situation that requires police or emergency response, you are allowed to call for help. Or if there is something blocking the road, like a fallen tree or a motor vehicle accident. Those situations are when it is permissible to use your phone.
Now, suppose I'm caught using my device by the police. What are the consequences?
That's a good question. The punishment for the first offense is a $100 fine. For a second offense, the fine is $250. For the third or any subsequent violation, the fine is $500 each time. A third or subsequent offense is considered a surchargeable incident. This means that it will be reported to your insurance company and the cost of your policy may increase. Operators who commit more than 2 offenses will be required to complete an educational program geared to prevent distracted driving.
Really? Whoa. When does this law take effect?
Very soon. It takes effect on February 23rd, 2020. There will be a short grace period during which violators will receive warnings from February 23rd to March 31st, 2020. This grace period applies to first-time offenders only. Anyone caught violating the law after March 31st will be fined accordingly.
I'm assuming that this applies to all drivers?
Yes, all drivers, with the understanding that there is already a strict law that applies specifically to minor drivers under the age of 18. They are prohibited from using any electronic device, even if it is in hands-free mode. Additionally, public safety officials and first responders are exempt from the law, as long as the use of the device is required to perform their work duties. In those instances, first responders are allowed to use their devices in their vehicles.
Wow, thanks for all the helpful information. I see. I'll FaceTime you to talk about our work project after I get home. Have a good day.
Absolutely. Talk with you later after you get home. Resources: House Bill 4203, an act requiring the hands-free use of mobile telephones while driving. https://bills/legislature.gov/bills/191/H4203. Governor's press release: https://news/legislation-free-use-legislation-free-use-while-driving. The statements made in this vlog are for educational purposes and are not intended as legal advice.